everyone, I'm Raven, and today I want to make a video for those of you who just got their first tarot deck and help you to get a general understanding of the meaning of tarot cards and how to read them. This is going to be a pretty long video, but I kind of want to make a video that I wish I watched when I first started to learn tarot. If you want to take notes, that would be great. And really quick, I want to thank everyone who subscribed to my channel, and if you are watching this video and you're not subscribed, please consider doing so, that YouTube can recommend my videos to other people as well. I do witchcraft content and I put a lot of work in my videos, and I would be happy if my videos could reach more people that are interested in this practice. So this is the deck that I'm using, just in case you are interested in purchasing it. They also have a mini tarot deck, just in case you think that this one is way too big for your hands. I also have grimoire pages of major arcana that you can purchase. I will list them in my description box. So we all know that this is a deck we all should start with when learning tarot. Other decks are based on Rider-Waite-Smith. They might have different personalities, but the meaning are the same. You just might want to use them for different questions or situations. For example, this one I am using for shadow work. As you can see, this one is a little bit darker. This one I'll be using for everyday messages. I will use this one for questions regarding my practice, and this one I will be using for questions regarding love or relationships. And I will be listing all of these 4 decks in my description box, just in case you want to check them out. So when you get this deck, you are going to get 78 cards divided by major arcana, which are 22 cards, and the minor arcana. The major arcana is talking about overall theme of a situation. The minor arcana is talking about details, day-to-day happenings in a situation. And these are the court cards that are talking about people involved in a situation. Court cards are, think of them as a family. The child, which is the page, the teenager, which is the knight, mother, which is a queen, and father, which is a king. And thinking about the core cards as a family will be easier for you to understand these cards. So mother and father, which is the queen and the king, is going to protect the children, which are the page and the knight. The page is someone who's bursting of energy, really excited about everything. The knight is someone who has the courage to act on the energy that is bursting. So all of these 4 cards, they represent people in a situation. It could mean you. If there is multiple cards, it is probably talking about multiple people in a situation. So we are going to start with the Fool, which is the first card from the major arcana. The Fool represents the beginning of the cycle, a phase in your life. The Mountains represent the potential of what you could achieve. There is also room for growth. And this is a pretty positive card. It symbolizes a new beginning. It can initiate a new beginning, new adventure in your life, or that you need to start thinking of a new path in your life, or focusing on the ideas that you have for a new beginning. The Fool is carefree. He doesn't have anything to worry about. The Fool also represents purity, innocence, and it is the first step to get things started. New beginnings, risks. You are going to start something new and you are ready for the journey. Maybe new influences are going to come into your life. The Magician. You have all the tools to accomplish everything that you want to accomplish. The ruling planet is Mercury. He gets his powers outside of himself, he gets them from the universe, and he has the tools to help. Action, ambition, he has the Pentacle, the Cup, the Wand, and the Sword. You should tap in your own potential and not hold back. Now it is the time to act. You have all the control that you need. It represents that you have the power, the willpower, the knowledge to start those new things, new beginnings, and to become successful in them. In the advice section, can indicate that you need to spend time honing that craft and gaining the knowledge so that you can be successful. The High Priestess, things that are hidden in the occult, in secrets. The veil is a symbol of mystery, and it also tells you that what you feel is the right thing to do in order to go forward. Blue symbolizes water and emotions. The crown represents the triple goddess. She's one with the universe, and she is working with the moon cycles. The Book of Wisdom, it means that you're holding your own secrets, your own wisdom, which means that it's okay to trust your intuition in order to cross the veil to the other side. And no matter what is on the other side, it will be fruitful for you because you trusted your intuition. The ruling planet is the moon. Inner consciousness and intuitive mind is important to her. Trust your own gut feelings. She is the source of the power that the magician taps into. So it's intuition, secrets. You need to follow your intuition, follow your gut feelings, follow your spirituality, and pay attention to the signs that the universe is giving to you. And use your subconsciousness and creativity to help you manifest what you want in life. You are not listening to the negative side of yourself that you don't like. Listen to your negatives. The Empress, the birth of something new, fertility, abundance. The sign of Venus is letting you know that she is governed by Venus. This is a card of love, beauty, and romance. Red is a symbol of power, woman power, motherhood, nurturing. Water signifies emotions. The crown, she's one with the universe. The 12 stars on the crown symbolizes the zodiac. She is one with the stars. Sometimes could represent marriage. The ruling planet is Venus, represents the physical body in the material world. Her power is to create and manifest things in the world. Motherhood, new projects, something new that you had been thinking about. Motherly love, it is a really strong fertility card. If you are not in a position of having children, it might indicate that you need to use your feminine energy, use your intuition, and your nurturing side of yourself to be able to help others and yourself. The Emperor. Red is symbol of power. The Four Realms is symbol of Taurus. Stubborn, but stable. The Wand is symbol of willing power, energy, casting. The globe symbolizes the world. He is holding his own world in his hand. Father figure, his eyes indicates that something is happening behind him that he doesn't like. This card is related to Aries. It also symbolizes fatherhood, order. He has created order out of chaos. It can represent power and strict rules. Whatever you're looking to do, you need to have confidence and be ready for anything. Could be you in a reading, or could be a fatherly figure coming into your world with some important information. You need to pay attention to the masculine energy that you have. Might indicate structure that you might need, using logic over emotions, but in a very kind and supportive way. Being able to think logically through situations to help move you in your path. The Hierophant Religion, society expectations, rules could demonstrate things like marriage, anything that is traditional rules, traditional boundaries. Kneeling below him are his students. 2 fingers up represent as above, so below. He is sitting between 2 pillars, which are the balance. He is also a symbol of higher authority. The Emperor consults him when he needs an advice. Spiritual authority, and with it comes rules. Traditional, outdated rules. The Emperor and Hierophant both represent really tough boundaries that are hard to break out of. The zodiac sign is Taurus. This card could also represent beliefs, unity, groups, education, marriage, anything from government. Could link to banks and or institutions. Can represent tradition in a lot of ways. Can represent someone coming into your life and giving you some advice. Can represent that you are going to start a new tradition or ritual for yourself. Or you might be dealing with someone who is really set in their ways. So the next card that we got is the Lovers. They are about to make a tough decision. The serpent is a symbol of knowledge. When Eve consults with the serpent and eats the apple, she gains knowledge. That is a tough pill to swallow, but she is a lot more knowledgeable than she was before. Part of the Garden of Eve was the innocence and the naivety. When she ate this apple, all of a sudden she was given knowledge of how the world really was. And as the story goes, they were cast out. Serpents and snakes are the symbol of wisdom and knowledge. The burning bush is a mountain, which represents your potential if you choose to go that far. They haven't yet made their decision, so it is up to them. But you can see the consequences if they make the decision. The zodiac sign is the Gemini. Besides romance, group work, collaboration, working with a partner, and with this comes contracts, negotiations, business dealing, working with someone else in order to get the job done. Union, trust, sharing. Could be romantic, but there is other cards in the deck that represent better a romantic relationship. Also can represent union, creating a union, collaboration, school, work, choice. They have to make a decision. Whatever decision you choose to make has its own repercussions. Can speak of love and sexuality, but also can mean emotions or emotions of others around you, like family and friends. Might meet someone in terms of relationship. Can represent a beautiful friendship or a perfect union between 2 people. Next we have the Chariot. This card is telling you to go. If you have a goal, this card is telling you to go. A card of movement. The Wand. He is taking his magic with him on his journey. He is by himself, he set his journey to complete it by himself, which we all have to do at some point in our lives. 2 black and white sphinxes are laying down, waiting for the command that represent balance. They are pointed in different directions, which means that if he will not point his wand properly, he will lose their balance. So he needs to use his powers properly in order to manifest the right direction. He needs to be grounded and to know what is it that he needs to do in order to complete the task. It is a confirmation card to keep moving because you are in the right path. His crown has stars, a reminder that he is one with the universe. You are not alone. You have a whole team with spirits assisting you on the way. Buildings in tarot represent physical potentials that he is leaving behind. He takes the lead of the Fool. The zodiac sign is Cancer. It also represents power of the mind, a battle that can be won. Take control over your life through emotions. You need to step up and figure out what do you need to do. Being ready to overcome obstacles, feeling motivated and ambitionated. The next card that we have is Strength, that represents inner strength. The lion, her own inner beast. She is controlling it, nurturing it with love, affection and compassion. The crown, mountains and the sun represent the spirits will help you to find that inner strength. The zodiac sign is Leo. Through courage and passion, you can accomplish your goals. You need balance of both to rise above any challenge. Balance, patience, courage. You may be battling over people, timing your emotions, mental strength, emotional strength, pulling out your emotional strength together to stay strong. So the next card that we got here is the Hermit. You need to find your inner strength. And how do you do that? You have to take a journey alone and find that spiritual potential growth. It is nighttime and he is holding a lamp. He got there on his own. He doesn't depend on anyone. The zodiac sign is Virgo. It is asking you to take some time for yourself, time of isolation, taking a step back from the world and from being social with other people and really paying attention to how you feel in your goals. It might indicate that you might need to reflect from the world a little while. Next we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is a luck card. Luck is on its way, but luck is neutral. Based on your choices, you can spin the wheel or it will spin itself based on your choices. Spin it in a way that will benefit you. The ruling planet is Jupiter. This represents the circle of life. Changes are going to always occur. Accept any kinds of changes, it is always a part of life. Whatever you ask in your reading, things will possibly change for the better. Just because things will change doesn't mean it is for the bad, and just because things won't change doesn't mean it's for the good. So change is inevitable. Destiny, good fortune represents the circle of change in life and how it's inevitable, but things will turn out okay. Focus your attention on the things that you do want. So the next card that we have is Justice. The sword is up, which means the decision has not been made yet. When it's down, the decision was made. Scale, balancing the information. The veil is purple and you don't know what is behind the veil until she makes the decision. The zodiac sign is Libra. Relates to laws of the universe, karma. Actions will come back to you, right or wrong. Indicates that you should look at your actions and understand that everything that you do has a consequence. Also can represent that you have a big choice to make and you need to weigh the scales, your actions, and figure out how you can find a balance. The next card that we have is the Hanged Man. It symbolizes a state of limbo, but he has a crown. He's connected to the divine. He is looking upside down at the perspectives. The card is telling you to change your perspective, find the good in bad, and then your crown chakra will grow. Unexpected changes. The ruling planet is Neptune. If you want to move forward, you must stop struggling. Look at your life or situations in a way that you haven't looked before. Don't force change, it will come in divine timing. Unforeseen outcomes, feeling trapped, feeling in an uncomfortable situation, wanting to get out, an opportunity to sit and be uncomfortable, having an opportunity to grow, trying to analyze where you are. Don't make any decisions, think about what steps you can take to get out of that situation and don't return there again. Hold tight for a second and think things through. The next card that we got is Death, and I feel like this is a card that most people fear, and it's actually nothing to fear about. It represents spiritual transformation. The zodiac sign is Scorpio. Death of an old life and a birth of a new one. Transformation, change, death of a lifestyle that no longer serves you. Be prepared to let go of something. Could represent new beginnings, the end of a chapter for a situation in your life, huge indicator of change. We have Temperance here, blending self-restraint in a balanced way, calm, peaceful. The zodiac sign is Sagittarius, reconstruction after the Death card, balancing, mixing. Two people are coming together to blend their energies. No matter in what situation are you in now, you need to be patient. You are feeling tranquility, you found your calm, you are getting better with dealing with punches that are happening in life, and you go about that in a graceful way and not let yourself being destroyed by it. So this card is all about balance, patience, moderation, peace, calm, and tranquility. The Devil, symbol of temptation. The devil is a representation of you. You are being your own devil. A representation of your ego. Could also be drugs, alcohol. Adam and Eve are in front of the devil. The tail of Eve represents the fruit that she ate. The tail of Adam is burning like the bush from the lover's card. They are chained due to their own temptation. Eve is punished for doing something that everyone told her not to do. The chain is loose, they can walk away. Self-impulse limitation, you finding something difficult to let go of. Pessimism, guilt, unhealthy attachment. The zodiac sign is Capricorn. The negative aspect of a person's personality, self-restriction that is not really there. You are attacking yourself from the inside. The devil wants you to believe that you don't have control over your life. That is not true. You can get out of a situation at any time. You are too wrapped in your own feelings. This card can also represent sexuality, desire, addiction, abuse, hard time. It's calling on you not to give up. Don't give away your power to other people. Harness it, learn from it. It can also indicate things that don't truly fulfill you as a spiritual being, but it's human's needs, human desire. Try to focus on things that feel you whole as a person. The next card that we got is the Tower. Nobody likes this card as well. So if you don't continue to beat the devil, the Tower will come, which is a massive distraction that you have no control anymore. At this point, the universe now has to fix it and has to bring you to the right path, because you have gone so far in the wrong way. The ruling planet is Mars. This card represents demolition of old beliefs and attitude, breakdown of old beliefs, or it will be taken from you without your consent. A new building can be built only if the old one is demolished. This tower is going to come down whether you want it or not, so you better get out of there. Burn the negative and outdated thoughts. Be clear that change occurs. You will see new ways and new opportunity. This card also represents enlightenment. Don't fight the change. Change is inevitable. It represents really sudden change, sudden destructions, disaster, loss. This represents those scary things in life that are just about to happen. Feels like the entire structure of your life is falling apart. In a future position, just know that you need to start bracing yourself for a bit. It can be like a warning. If you go down this path, something terrible will happen. So could be a sign to avoid that path. So next we have here the star. The star can appear after the tower. When you lost hope, now you are balancing out everything again. Very good card, reminding you that there is hope. Her naked body symbolizes vulnerability. It is night time, but there is a lot of stars that are guiding her for directions. The zodiac sign is Aquarius. This is the luckiest card in the entire deck. She will light your way when you feel that all is lost. This card is hope, guidance, inspiration that things will get better. Have faith, don't lose hope. Look for solutions around you. You have all the power and all the energy that you need beside you. You just have to search for them. Hope for the future, new beginning, healing, serenity. Next we have the moon. Secrets, hidden information, but there is light of the moon who is guiding your path. You will be guided by the universe to get where you want to go. People that could potentially be lying, follow your intuition. The zodiac sign is Pisces. Things aren't always what they seem. There is hidden information, aspects of a situation that you didn't see coming. Also, parts of a situation that are being hidden from you. You have to take time to realize that all of the information might not be clear. You might need to have patience before you can make a decision. Things not appearing always as they seem. You can feel like you are in the dark. Illusion. Try to pay attention to the anxiety and fear. The next card is the Sun. Yes to any situation in your life. All things are turning better. Positivity, growth, positive news, prosperity. The most positive card. All the good things in life. Maybe people are drawn to you because you have a good positive energy, guaranteeing some type of success for you. Then we have Judgment. Now you have made a big journey and the angel is looking at your journey, but you have to get into your next step. But are you ready? Do you have anything else to complete? A call for action, a time for evaluation and transition. A cleansing period for you, breaking free from your old habits. You can now continue to your next step. The ruling planet is Pluto. This card also symbolizes transition, no without destruction, transforming to your higher self after all the experiences you have been through. Higher self awakening. Major changes is on your way. Whether you take it or not, it's up to you. Self-evaluation, looking at the way you judged yourself and others. Forgive yourself and others for their actions and move forward. And then we have the World. You made it. This is a very good card. You made it. This is the last chapter of your book. This circle or zero, which means the Fool comes next. The ruling planet is Saturn. You have learned your lesson and it is coming to an end of a chapter of your life. The four symbols are energy, time and space. You will be taking to a new cycle soon. Huge success, completion, fulfillment, wholeness, sense of belonging, new world is opening to you. So now we are going to discuss the minor arcana. We are gonna start with the cups, which are water element, heart center, imagination, emotions, in situation, feeling love. So the Ace of Cups is all about a spirit offering you something, some type of love. Usually it's a good card. Anything that tugs on the heart string is what the cup represents. The universe is going to offer you some type of love, feeling the divine, feeling divinity overflow with pure, beautiful emotions. Next we have the Two of Cups, an exchange that you will be having with someone that is on the heart level. Symbols, communication is involved, some type of negotiation or contract exchange. The number 2, masculine and feminine, coming together. The true love card, caring, loving aspect of love, soulmate aspect of love. The Three of Cups are all about celebration, freedom. The bottom, they achieved something and they are celebrating, so joy, celebration, happiness. The Four of Cups, so the universe is trying to give him another cup, but he's ignoring him. Someone that is unhappy with their own cups, someone is trying to give them another cup, but that is not making them happy either. Someone who is not being aware of what they love, of what they have. Someone who is not being happy with what they have. We get bored, the energy is stagnant, all is the same. It's what we already know. We already know where this road leads, and we are tired of going down. So this card is all about dissatisfaction, boredom, ingratitude, not being grateful for what is. So next we have the Five of Cups. Something has happened in his life. He has faced a loss, and with that he has lost everything on his side, and that he still have. So this card is all about acknowledging a loss, but not all is lost. The River are emotions. The Bridge is his journey is not complete. He just has to cross that bridge. This could be also a breakup card. Things start to change through observation. We look at what we've lost. We look at what is no longer working for us, and we can clearly see that this person is wearing black, which means self-pity. The sky is not black, so this person is choosing to feel the way he feels. As you can see, we have 2 cups that are on the ground, but he's focusing on these 3 cups without seeing the other 2 cups that are standing still behind him. The Six of Cups, which is all about nostalgia, harmony, balance in our memory. We tend to balance out something when we go through something negative by tapping into our own memory, either memory of good times, etc. etc. For some people, this is the soulmate card. This is looking into someone who you've had a long connection, who you've been building up memories with. Otherwise, it can indicate memories that has to do with that energy of nostalgia. So next we have the Seven of Cups, which is an illusion card, optimistic card. We are looking at options here. We are looking at all the different directions that we could be going in. Some of us, we can deceive ourselves, and it's really important to choose the right thing and not to be glamorized by everything the world has to offer. So this card is all about temptation. So what do I feel? In what direction do I want to go in? Is the questions that you should be asking yourself. Next we have the Eight of Cups. It's nighttime, the path is not illuminated. Someone is walking away from what he loved, but they simply know that it is time to move on. They don't walk away from something that they hate. They don't know what's next because it's nighttime, it's dark, but they have faith from the light moon illuminated. They have a bit of faith illuminating their path. It is all they need in order to move on. This could also be a breakup card. If someone asks if someone is going to come back, this card is saying not, probably not. The Eight of Cups sees us living. We make a choice, so we take the choice because all of the cups that we have, we know them. The clock is red, which usually indicates desire that cannot be fulfilled by the standing Eight of Cups. Lots of water and the moon. Definitely in the realm of emotions, the sky is dark, so there is not a lot of clarity, not a lot of conscious clarity. The sky is dark, it's just doing what you feel. Then we have Nine of Cups. This card is all about wishes fulfilled. It's a simple card. He's got everything that he wanted. We find that cup, happiness, joy. Next we have Ten of Cups. Completion of a journey. Everything that you wanted, you got it emotionally. Cups represent often people that we love, and symbolization and representation of the achievements of all your hopes and dreams. This is a reminder that everything that you want in life you have or you will have. Everything will work out and you will get to a place of peace, of happiness and harmony. We solidify that when we move into the Ten of Cups, and we have someone to share that joy with. When you find that joy and you find somebody or a group to share that joy with, that solidifies that joy. Next we have the court cards. So we are starting with Page of Cups. So the court cards, they govern anything that relates to heart chakra. So the four cards of the cups, they govern anything that relates to heart chakra, so love, emotions, imagination, and these are the jobs for this family, for these people. So mental health professionals, social workers, psychics, astrologers, drug and alcohol counselors, lovers in the arts and the music and opera. So we have the Page of Cups. He has a lot of water behind him, represents emotions that have not yet been controlled and balanced. Children do not have a lot of control of their emotions. They feel like they have a whole huge imagination, and that is depicted by the water. The fish in the cup could symbolize fertility. He's sitting there and recognize the new feelings that he has or new creativity that he is feeling, and he's thinking how to manifest it into the real world. So this card is all about signs, messages, bringing love, showing love, expressing love, speaking of love. Then we have the Knight of Cups. So he has around 19 years old. He has grown a little bit. This is a active card. It could depict a situation depicting love. So gather everything that cups represent and picture it in a 19-year-old child. Someone who brings in the atmosphere of love, but there is not necessarily there for a long time. Then we have next the Queen of Cups. Incredibly motherly, loving mother, understanding mother, sensitive mother. Now we are starting to mature. We are the queen. We are starting to take conscious over our inner state of being. Patient, enduring, loving, kind, open-hearted. Then we have the King of Cups. The water is choppy. He's still managing to control his emotions and lean, even though he's still dealing with his emotions. Ultimate level of reflection and him knowing where he is, knowing that the fact that he is not perfect because his water is choppy, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't master himself. Emotionally mature person who takes responsibility for their emotions and acknowledges that they have influence and power over the emotions. The next we have Wands, which represent so this is fire element, represent passion and inspiration. The Ace of Wands. So the clouds represent spirit world. Something from the spirit is presenting you new inspiration. You are inspired, or you will be inspired soon to pursue something. Birth of something new. Next we have Two of Wands. He is looking at where he is and he is deciding what he wants to do. Maybe he is in the middle of two different ideas or situations. Maybe he is feeling restless or bored, trying to find a way to make his world a little better. He is standing on a building that he's built, which is the highest in the card. From outside perspective, it is decent, but he is still not happy with it. We see him focusing and imagining what could be. There is a lot of feeling with the water, where the water is connecting. That's our emotions, but also the beginning structures starting to build. There is a higher consciousness that he is using, working with the mountains that allow him to see his possibilities so far in the future. Next we have Three of Wands. So he's standing on a cliff and looking at his ships that are coming in. Could mean that your ships are coming in, or you think that they are coming in slowly. He holds the wand, but he has other two that he could ask for inspiration if you want to get those ships to be manifested. There is a lot of water. These emotions are full. He is had some success and he knows most definitely. The next card is Four of Wands. This is a card of celebration. Could be a traditional one such as marriage, an element of tradition, traditional outdated marriage system. There is a celebration there, could be a minor success, but there are still obstacles in the form of systems or traditions that you don't really feel like serve you to be there, and you still have to figure out how to make it through. So stability, a box that you are stuck in. Next we have the Four of Wands. There is a lack of order with people in your life, different opinions that are challenging in your way when it comes to things that you want to do. Someone might need to bring order to a situation, or someone might need to accept the fact that not everyone could agree with whatever it is that they feel. So an argument that you had with someone that you feel that needs to be addressed. Are you facing adversity? Are you picking the right battle? These are the questions to be asked. A bit of a competition, a bit of battle, overflowing energy, seeking a new place. Next we have the Six of Wands. You probably picked the right battle, so this card is all about victory, but be aware that not all people around you feel the same as you. Not everyone wants to see you win. Ask yourself, do you feel defeated? Are you the person on the horse? Are you the person from the background? Are you feeling superior or inferior to somebody else? Because not everyone is happy. What are the others doing while you are too busy being on top? What is the part of a situation you are not looking at? It is a good card. You are going to win at something that you are doing, but at the same time be aware of the people around you that might have an evil eye or be jealous. So this card is all about self-confidence, winning, the emotion of winning, that desire to win. Okay, so next we have Seven of Wands. Now you are fighting the Wands from the card Six of Wands. What is it that you're trying to rise above from? Are you holding on your own, or do you need to ask for help? So this card is all about standing up for yourself, feeling the need to defeat yourself, possibly against accusations. Then we have the Eight of Wands. Something is going to happen fast. Wands are fire, a lot of times inspiration. So fast changing, maybe you had to do something that is about to manifest. energies coming at you, and if it is inspiration, it could manifest really quickly into the physical world. So this card is all about communication, travel, messages. Next we have Nine of Wands. He has a wand in his hand. He is ready for a battle. When you see this card, you are about to get confronted. Ask yourself, are you being paranoid? Do you really have something on the other side that you have to worry about? Are you creating problems? Are you looking for arguments? At this point, he's tired. It often happens when you get inspired and want to manifest something. People always are fighting you, and you are not getting the support that you want to get. And the Suit of Wands are showing you that journey. So this card is all about defense, hard defenses, hardened situation structures, hardened standards. We have next Ten of Wands. His passion has got such hold on himself. He has reached a point where he can't see anymore where he's going. So the questions here to be asked are, do you need all of them? Can you accomplish with only two of them? And because he can't see, maybe when you get at the end of your journey, it is not the way you would want it to look like. What is weighing you down? What responsibilities you wearing that you don't need? Is there someone who dropped their responsibilities that you picked up for them? Maybe you are choosing to be a hero in a circumstance where you don't need that. Also, perhaps you should take a break. You should put all the wands down. It's not a productive thing. Feeling overwhelmed and oppressed. There is expectations, desire, rules, regulations, anything that restricts us. So we have the core cards of wands. The jobs that these people might have are administrators, teachers, mentor, innovators, diplomats, politicians. This can be yourself or competitors, anyone with red fiery energy, passionate. So we have the Page of Wands. He is new to an idea, he is new to an inspiration, he knows what it is. He is just thinking how to manifest it, how to materialize it, and what he wants to do with this. He is young, maybe he wants to play with this idea a little bit, maybe experiment with it a bit. So the questions to ask would be, what's inspiring you? What is new for you? What is making you curious? Are you listening? Are people trying to teach you new things? Are you hearing their advice? So this card is about messages, travel, documents as well. Next we have the Knight of Wands. From the page through the night could indicate an evolution, growing up in a situation. All of things that you have learned, you now decided to put into motion. Knights are movement. He is taking everything that he learned with him on his journey. Then the questions to ask would be, what are you happy right now about? What are you enthusiastic about? What is that thing that you decided to work on so excited? Are you making the necessary risks? It is an active card to move with that inspiration. Depending on other cards on the reading, you will know what that relates to. If someone excitedly moving forward, or they are stuck, and maybe you need to look more into why they are stuck. Travel, atmosphere of change, inspiration, drama, excitement, sudden changes, moves, excitement, destruction of the old. The emotional side of us, our desire for joy, happiness, inspiration, the desire to tap into that. Then we have the Queen of Wands. This card is all about inspiration. She got got it whatever it was. It led to a project that she was able to complete. You are dealing with someone that has figured out a way to manifest it. They have a certain power to them. So she is successful, they are powerful, ones are fire again, but in a motherly, nurturing way. The queen is a woman, but it doesn't apply only to women. It could be also a man. So next we have the King of Wands. He's looking at the world that he created, creating from having the Two of Wands. Now he has made a decision and created his world. So this card represents power, passion, will, the mature expression of the. This is someone who knows how to inspire themselves or re-inspire themselves and lead. The next suit is Pentacles. Pentacles is anything that is material in the material world. So jobs would be money, something to do with money, finances, houses, moving houses, anything associated with material world. The element is earth. The pentagram is a symbol of life. The tip is the spirit, and other 4 points are elements. So the Ace of Pentacles. The hand is coming from the clouds, presenting you a gift, an opportunity that concerns the element earth. Money, houses, promotions, moving finances. There is a gate. You walk through this gate and it begins a new journey. So the potential of change financially as well. Next we have here Two of Pentacles. There is a scale, there is a level of discomforting when it comes to managing something material, usually in the form of money, material responsibility. He is standing on one foot, which intensifies that need to keep everything in the air. The water is not stable and the ships are bouncing. So this card is all about balance of energies. Water is emotions, ups and downs, balance of desires, our heart's desire, and what we truly want. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. When the water stabilized comes the Three of Pentacles. The guy is holding something and he's talking with 2 people. This person has been noticed for the hard work that he has been doing, and those 2 people want to talk about this, suggesting that they want to hire him. Maybe they want to create an agreement with him to do work with them. Maybe it is a contract to compensate him monetarily. This card represents someone who has been noticed for their work or skill, and it could be an active compensation, teamwork, focusing on your skill, developing your skill, hard work, dedication. We have next the Four of Pentacles. Assuming that he is doing a good job, having a good skill that gets him into a place of recognition where they are materially healthy, you get into the Four of Pentacles. So as I said before, the buildings are material wealth. The crown achieved moderated success. One pentacle is above his head. He is guarding another pentacle on the chakra heart. So, and the other 2 pentacles are under his feet. So stable, 4 corners of a house, a very stable energy, and it really holds itself in the suit. it can be stuck for a very long time because it holds itself so well. So him guarding his wealth is showing us that it is important to him, and he's worrying of losing it, to the point where he is holding it so tight that he's forgotten how to give. So fear of worry of material loss, and that he needs to do whatever it takes in order to maintain the material success that he has accomplished up until this point. Okay, so next we have the Five of Pentacles. Let's say that he does not a good job maintaining that. He ends up in the Five of Pentacles. It is showing nighttime, it's snowing, it is cold, there is no sun to illuminate their path. It's a really tough time. Maybe they lost their job, money loss. The pentacles are inside, looks like a church, and these five pentacles are arranged in, it looks like a tree, which presumably could be the tree of life. So you are down on your luck, but there is always somewhere where you can go and ask for help. Where is your refuge? Where you can go, who you can ask for help. You may have one option even though you might not want to take it. This is your business, but there is still something there. The light might not want to come from a sun or moon, but it is coming from a church, so it is there, it exists. So this card is all about loss, abandoned, rejection, a breakup of the energies of the Four of Pentacles that we discussed before. Next, there is Six of Pentacles. Let's say that you put your ego to the side a little. Depending on the situation, you can put yourself the one who is giving or the one who has the need to take. A smaller karma card, the card of gift giving, it has to do with being able to give but also with being able to receive. Next we have the Seven of Pentacles, the harvest, all the hard work that you put in. You are evaluating it now. Either you are happy or disappointed, wondering why these aren't landing, questioning, evaluating. Next we have the Eight of Pentacles. Let's say that it is a situation where it is not as fruitful as you thought it will be. You get the Eight of Pentacles, a hard work card, a card of the delinquents, of getting back to work. You are perfecting the work that you were not happy about. So replication, focus, drive, and intent hard work. Next we have the Nine of Pentacles. Now you do that. Now once you do that, you are having the ability to manifest in a way that you like it. The grapes are a symbol of abundance. You are coming into a place in life when blessings are manifesting. Comfortable time in life. The first payoff being able to sustain yourself, independence as well. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. When you find a way of stabilizing that energy, you end up in Ten of Pentacles. There is a family and kids are playing. The arch represents a beginning of a journey or an end of a journey. The older people represent an older version of yourself in terms of material well-being. They now had reached that and they are about to cross through it, but they reached that as a family with children. There is an older gentleman, so there has been a legacy that has been created for you, a grandparent maybe. So this card is all about sustaining a family, a community, longevity, and establishment. Next we are getting into the cards of Pentacles. This is earthly related jobs, so doctors, dentists, woodworkers, builders working with their hands, constructive workers, herbalists, farmers, gardeners, anything that has to do with finances as well. So the Page of Pentacles. Looking at the pentacle, it is new. He asks himself what to do with it. The mountains represent material potential, so present energy, dance, but there is no movement in this card, suggesting that there is an element of deep contemplation on what to do with it. So this card is all about messages, study, learning how to handle the suit. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. The horse is not moving, a strategic thought of the next step of obtaining this material well-being. This person has a good control of the situation. He is stopping to make sure that it is the right thing to do in a reading. So, am I going to get this job? Keep in mind timing. Yes, you might actually get this job, you are getting towards it, but be mindful of decisions before you get that job, because it is not a decision that you need to make fast. It needs to be thought of what is going to be like 10 years from now. So this card is all about stuck, traditionalistic, materialistic, not emotionally mature. Not a lot of emotions show in this card or dealt with, but still a desire to serve and to care and to nurture. Then we have next the Queen of Pentacles. She is secure with her pentacle. She is comfortable. She reached a calm, stable point in her life. Water behind it required being able to maintain your emotions, or having your emotions being balanced with whatever it is that you are trying to manifest. But there is still water, there are mountains as well. Here we evolved, so we desire to be nurtured, intending to be giving, making sure that our decisions are beneficial and not harmful, so productive. And the last card from this suit is the King of Pentacles. Confidence with that material wealth that he has managed to obtain. The wand, as above, so below. He has the ability to manifest whatever it is that he wants. So he's confident, materially successful, the maturest of all suits. It is someone who has mastered the material world in all its various aspects. Very productive, giving, nurturing, caring, wise. For the last suit, we have the swords, which the element is air. This is mental state, your ability to think, intellect, so thinking, planning, all these kind of things. Get into the habit of asking why when swords are popping into your reading. So the Ace of Swords. The universe is presenting you with a gift, an idea that is sharp. The sword is up, which means that there is still the deliberation that is happening, a sharp idea that can get you somewhere. The drops that you see are blessings. The universe is guiding you in your way, so new beginnings. Then we have the Two of Swords. She is sitting on a bench, the water is calm. She has two swords which are up. She is waiting out the decision that has to be made. She's blind. Not all of the information has been given to her. She is impartial to the information that has been given to her. She is waiting out different options. So the consequences of different decisions that has to be made, and she's doing so calmly and blindfoldly. They are trying to make that whatever decision that she makes is not being governed by their emotion. What is holding you to make the decision? What you don't want to see in the decision that you make. So what is making you so hard to make this decision? So this card is all about being peaceful, balanced, both sides are relevant, so we sit in the middle until the decision is revealed itself. Next we have the Three of Swords. People tend to see this card when they try to ask questions about romance, where it is going to go. It is a card of disappointment, so it can be a card of heartbreaking, more on the feeling of being let down than heartbreak. The reason for this is because there are swords, so it is mental. When you are in a relationship, it doesn't work out and you break up. Where is the heart coming from? It is coming from the heart or from your mental state. And you normally will notice that the pain is coming from what is happening mentally. Even though something didn't work out and it is causing you grief, did it really cause you grief though? Did it really didn't work out, or it just wasn't for you? So expansion, creativity, change. So the piercing in the heart, it suggests that vulnerable, naive, heartbroken, we don't know how to deal with it, first naivety being destroyed, innocence lost. So clarifying the mind, any illusions, we can see things that aren't there, the first awareness, growth as well comes with the Three of Swords. Next we have the Four of Swords. The imagery doesn't resonate with the modern days. Back during the battle days, a long time ago, when people had to wear armor to go to war, they didn't have expectations on coming back, so they used to build their coffins before they left. Assuming that they wouldn't come back, the coffins usually would be kept in the church for the soldiers that made back from the battle. It wasn't common, but sometimes they did, and part of the ritual at that time was to go lay on the top of the coffin, and that was built for you. So the idea was to reconcile everything what happened. You need a period of rehabilitation, of meditation of what has happened. So this is a meditation card, a resting card. Because of a stressful mental situation, you need a minute to rest. This card is all about peaceful, balanced, healing, rest, feeling at peace. We just want to hold the moment, so a number 4 is also a stable number. Alright, so next we have the Five of Swords. This is a person that got over on someone. This is a person that manipulated someone. So the questions to be asked with this card is this a person that got over on someone? Is this a person that manipulated someone? Is this a person that played games and someone lost? What happened? Was there an argument? What mental battle caused a situation like this? Which one are you? Did you win? Did you manipulated someone? Did you lose? Why? Did you feel like it did not worth fighting? Everything changes. So yes, this card is all about travel, changes, expansion, growth, getting to know people. Not only that we attack ourselves, but we also can attack others. How we explore the mental realm, how we treat ourselves on the inside, how we judge others, how we are going about obtaining what we desire. Next we have the Six of Swords. Swords are down. Whatever decision it was a firm decision. Something happened that caused a discord in your life, and you made a decision to move forward. This card tends to come out when there is major things, major events. On On one side the water is choppy, on the other side it is calm. There was a period of discord in your life and you decided to move forward towards more peaceful time. The boat, whatever happened, it was changed you. The swords with you on the boat, it is the result of who you are now. It has to do with aesthetic and harmony. This is a family number. Mental travel, mental growth. We are learning how to harvest our emotions. We are learning how to deal with our emotions, learning how to transport our emotions in a safe way. Learning means leaving one way of thinking and moving into another, bringing a balance to a certain situation, balance to our thinking. It's meant to bring us peace of mind. So the next card that we got are the Seven of Swords. He is sneaking off. What is something that you haven't worked fully through? You left two swords behind. Why? You need to think about that. It comes a lot when people had taken something from you. Denial, self-sabotage. We deny something to ourselves or to others, or there is some sneaking business in our consciousness that is going on, or in the consciousness of others towards us. He is sneaking away with the swords that are not theirs, looking behind, making sure that he is not caught. We often do that to ourselves. We often don't want to see certain things or about our own decisions, actions that we don't like. 7 correlates to messages, growing, developing in your mystical spiritual practice. It also can be guilt or shame. So the next card that we got are the Eight of Swords. She's stuck. Something has happened that made her feeling stuck. You have to ask yourself why. She is surrounded by swords. She's blind, but there is none else in this card. The swords are around her in a way that she can walk from them at any time. She's doing a bad job balancing. She convinced herself that there is no other way out and that there is nothing else that she could do. Because of not being able to balance her emotions, she is now created this prison of swords. Why do you consider that there is no other options? So being trapped in our patterns and in our tendency, there is little water, which means that there is little emotions. They are not acknowledging what they are feeling, but there is a little bit of feeling there. It has more to do with self-pity than really feeling the situation that they are in. She's blind, which means that she's not seeing clearly. Arms are bound, which means that she's trapped. The next card that we got are the Nine of Swords. So this is all about nightmares. Nightmare state that you created from a situation. Staying up all night. Nightmares, people arguing, signs, these are the signs on the bed. And fighting, mental conflict. Next we have the Ten of Swords, and if you bring that long enough, it brings you to the Ten of Swords. However, there is nobody there. You have killed yourself mentally, so there is depression, anxiety, but you have calm water. And the sun is rising, that is asking you, what is the problem? Because everything else is fine around you. If you would look around you, you will realize that it's okay. And the state of you is happening because that is happening with you on a mental level. So the need to change your personal narrow. We are giving up. It is a thought form, a way of thinking that serves no purpose anymore. We expanded, we experienced, and it is not going anywhere anymore. So it has to be let go of. But there is new beginning with the sun rising. So we are getting into the court cards of swords. So the element is air, which is mental state. The jobs that these people can have are pilots, detectives, sergeants, anything that require a really skilled problem solver. So the page of swords, this is a child. There is a level of immaturity when it comes to deal with things. Some secrecy thing is going on there. He is holding the swords close to him, to his heart, and looking away. There is a lot of immaturity there. Remember that it's a child that is holding the sword. When this card is coming up, someone is lying usually. Someone has got a secret and they are not telling you about it. Looking to the signs and recognizing what is being brought to you, learning about things. The mind is very active. It wants to know, to see, to learn, to accumulate information. The page, being very young and unexperienced, is depicting a mind that is not being harnessed properly. It is not self-disciplined yet. He has yet to learn. So with the page, many boundaries are crossed, things that shouldn't be said or done. We have next the Knight of Swords. The horse is moving fast. Whatever idea this person have, they are now acting on impulse. This card represents general atmosphere that you feel walking into a room and feeling an atmosphere, or someone brings an atmosphere. So this is mental, analytical. The knights bring an atmosphere of clarification. Swords has to do with communication as well. How do you clarify things? By speaking. Not emotional, immature either. There are not. So swords is a representation of air element. It represents communication, mental, very direct, very blunt. There is nothing held back. There is no maturity in communication. This can easily lead to miscommunication and arguments and blow-ups, drama, stress, when the underlying intent was just to clarify boundaries and interpretations. The knights bring an atmosphere of speed, of doing things quickly and swiftly. Then we have the Queen of Swords. It does not have that loving vibe. She is hard, sharp and tough. Her sword is up. There is an element of decision making here. Her decision on what she wants, however, in a sharp way. Hard, strict mother love, emotional realm, the desire for clarity, wisdom, knowledge in this card. Feminine energy, she uses her mental gifts and abilities to gain this desire for mental clarity. So the next card that we got is the King of Swords. And this one is the last one. There is no water, sword is up, there is a decision to be made. He doesn't make the decision with emotion. He's doing it up here, calculated, no emotion, when he's making the decision. This is a person that has been able to harness that air energy and harness that intellectual capability and leave their emotions at the door. And he is making the decision pure based on intellectual capability. The kings are masculine, they represent action. The king incorporates all the three realms, which are the page, the knight and the queen in his actions. Wise judgment, leadership, being informed, having the complete overview, having the developed wise mind. So that's it for this video. I thank each and every one of you who made it this far. I hope that you learned something new today. If you have any video suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Do not forget to subscribe and like my video, and I'll see you in my next one.